I'm Mike.5 and I'm here at Interstate Vape in Woodland Hills. Today I'm going to show you a rebuilding technique called the parallel microcoil. So parallel microcoils are a way to replicate other builds that have much lower resistance by using several wires to team up basically and create more vapor. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how it's done. Now, we're using a 26 gauge Kenthal, and we'll start by folding a piece of the wire. Once the wire is folded, I crimp the end, and this will act as one end of the wire. I straighten the wire so it's running parallel and nice and straight. Then I'll begin wrapping my coil. So I'm using here what would be equivalent to a 3/32 drill bit. I'm giving this 4 wraps, and because it's 2 parallel wires, they appear as 8 wraps. So I'll mount my coil into my atomizer. Like so. Okay. Now I'm leaving a little bit of a gap between the posts and the coil, and I'm only securing the outer post. Now I'm going to repeat that process for the other side. Okay, being careful to maintain the same distance as I did on the other side, leaving the same amount of space. I'm then securing the other 2 screws, and at this point I'll clean up all the excess wire. Okay, from here I can shape my coils and get them at the angles that I like. Now I'm adding tension to the coils by using another screwdriver or drill bit. This helps to shape the coils into a uniform tube, which we then want to move over to the center of the deck. Repeat the process on the opposite side. And here I'll check to make sure that they're uniform in both height and distance from the post. Now that the coils are mounted and where I want them to be, I just want to heat them up and make sure that they're all close and squeezed together. So I'll fire my button until they glow and give them a good squeeze with a pair of pliers. While I'm doing this, I can also bend them around and get them more where I want them to be. Okay, there we go. Now these are ready for the wick. So for the wick I use an organic cotton. We get these organic cotton balls, and I'll just be using a small length of it. Now I'll be splitting this and rolling it just slightly. I like to keep it fluffy, and I only want to roll it to eliminate any of the flyaway fuzz that may be sticking off of the edges. From that point I'll put a twist in the tail so it's nice and skinny and I can fit it right through the coil. Now I'll twist the opposite side so that it squeezes tighter and I'm able to pull it through the coil. Okay. Now I'll pull it back just a little bit to help fluff out the cotton on this side. For the opposite side it's exactly the same. Roll, twist, thread the coil, pull on this side, and twist on this side. Sometimes you might have to hold the coil to avoid pulling it out of shape. There we go. Both coils have been threaded with cotton. Now we just need to clean it up. So I like to tuck the cotton into the deck, under the coil, and then back away from the coil against the side of the deck. So there we go. This one's ready for juice. Now you may notice that there's a large gap under the coils. That's because every side of the coil will produce vapor, and oftentimes coils can be smothered by cotton underneath the coils. So it's important for all sides of the coil to be exposed for maximum vapor production. When applying your liquid, apply it very generously in all areas so that the cotton may become fully saturated. Once there's enough liquid on the deck, you can just kind of push the cotton and it'll soak it up. Once we're convinced that the cotton is thoroughly saturated, I like to fire it till it runs dry and then add more liquid. You'll know the cotton's dry when you begin to see white spots. It's not completely dry, but you don't want it to get completely dry. This firing is done to help eliminate any flavor that may be already on the cotton. Organic cotton takes about 3 or 4 repetitions of this process to eliminate any pre-existing flavor. At this point, it's definitely ready to vape. You may still notice a little bit of the cotton flavor lingering, but it will go away very quickly. And there you have it, parallel microcoils right here at Interstate Vape.